Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. Okay, boys, welcome back to another session of discussing the structured part of 2023 past paper. Okay, without further explanation, I'll just drop in here. Okay, so they, as usual, we can expect this, like taking the HTML code and getting an output. So they used to test this in different cases, including tables and yeah, multiple things they asked. One of them you can ask is about keeping bulletins. Okay, we have dictionary. There are three types of lists, ordered list, unordered list, and dictionary list or definition list. Okay, so without further ado, I'll just start on this one. So this is asking the HTML code and it asks how it is rendered on the web browser. Okay, if you take this code, this is an HTML code. There's a mistake here. The HTML should come after the body. Okay, that's a different story. So it creates an unordered list and it uses inline style sheet. Okay, so that is how it uses style attribute, and the list style type is none. Okay, usually you'll get the bulletin types. Okay, unordered list, usually you'll get square as a bulletin type, or you'll get a disk, or you will get a circle. So that's a natural one. Here they have made it nil. There is no bulletin types whatsoever. So they are asked, given three items, list items: cricket, football, and hockey. So without any uh, bulletin points, you just can write cricket, football, and hockey. So very easy question. uh, Nothing much is there. You just don't write anything in front. Okay, so it should be as a list but without anything on towards the left, like as a point to mention. Okay, so this is a form. A registration form for speech conditioner is labeled HTML source in the given figure 1.1 and 1.2 respectively. So this is a form that they have, and there are text boxes, there are check boxes, radio buttons. So this is going to be a text box, then this is a drop down. Okay, a select one, and this is, again, you can use email. Email is one of the features on HTML5, if I can remember. That's a new version. Just use a text box. Okay, so this is a checkbox, this is a button, and this is an image, and this is an hyperlink. Did you miss anything? We have these are headings. Okay, and others can be considered as labels. Okay, so we'll see the question. This says, yeah, we'll go see the question, what the question says. For each of the labels A to N in the HTML code 1.2, choose a suitable replacement for from the form the given list. In the answer table, write down the number of the replacement of each table. Okay, so this is set of things that they have given. You have to match it. Okay, so we're gonna start with yeah, so back to the nature. So I'll just take a screenshot of this so I can skip it aside here. Okay, so I said these are headings and registration form. Yeah, so that's given as heading 3. So this should be heading 1 and heading 2. So for A we have heading 1 and heading 2. This is 7 and 8. Like that you have to fill one by one. So form method, there is a method that you have to do, and this is like what you do once when you click the submit button, which PHP file it should open and transfer the details for. Okay, so method, this is going to be a form, and this is a form that you fill details. So most probably that you're going to change the uh, SQL. This is not for the print, so we're going to see is there are two methods, get and post. So we'll see what method is available. Post method is available, so it's gonna change the database. So post method is used to transfer the details to the SQL database through using SQL, and it's going to change the database. Okay, so yeah, so get method is used to do searching, and it's also sending details to the database, but we usually don't, like, we update the database with sensitive information mostly. Okay, if it is sensitive information, we use the method post. So C is going to be 14 here. D is going to be the action when you click the button. So whereas action, that is going to be 1 here. Good, so far so good. So next one, uh, first one, it's gonna link with the name label here. So the type of them is a text box. I just put everything and just go there. Then label for gender is gender, it create a label, then it connect with uh, the name. Okay, so label 4 is connected with the name of that. Okay, so type of the gender is a radio. So both of them are radio buttons. Remember, when you have choices like that, the name should be equal. Good. So this connects with the ID. I'm sorry. The label connects with the ID that is given. Okay, that's a difference between class and ID when it comes to CSS and all. Remember, ID should be used only once in a form or HTML page. Okay, so ID is like, you have to uniquely mention that. Okay, that's a different story, by the way. Going ahead, then label for like, district. So I said ID links with the label, so this should be district. Oh, sorry, ID. Label for, you have to give the name of the ID, which is district. That comes district. Then this is select actually. So this is a drop down menu. This time it's kind of easy, I guess. Okay, then here this is an HTML5. This is an HTML5 thing. Okay, they have used it, and they have shown that how it's going to be used, so you are not tested on that. And finally, you have a checkbox here. Okay, so that's for the newsletter. Okay, so finally you will have a button here. So that's all for the form. They have input something else also to this one. Okay, so this is the image tag. This is alternate text. Once if the image is not loaded, or sometimes if you have to read aloud things, it might get to this point. This is once if the image is not loaded, you can have this alternate text. We'll see what's the alternate text is. Okay, next one, hyperlink reference, and it is done by anchor tag. So what they have done actually here, MHTTP, this one, title n, environment. So anchor tag is closed, and where the anchor tag is opened, so it should be anchor tag hyperlink reference, I guess. Okay, we'll see what's going on there. So E, what was E here? E was a text box. E was a text box, which is this one. I change the color now. So F was yeah, a radio button, which is 15 here. G is should be district, which is 5 here. Don't take much time into these questions, just take a considerable time. Okay. H is the select statement, which is 16. So practice this question. Then I is a checkbox. Then J is a button. Okay, button which is a submit button. So you have two buttons, submit and reset. So here it's come as a submit button. Then K goes to image tag, img tag, I guess. And it with the source, so I missed that. Okay, so image has source, hyperlink ah hyperlink reference, img has source. Okay, good. L, so name of this one. So if you have this image, you can give the name of the image. So I think yes, this one I guess. So that is there. So M is a hyperlink reference, anchor tag, so it's going to be 2. N, so title, when you click, like when you, I think it's mouse over text, when you click this one, it has to say something. District, is that district? Western province, it's not district, it's province. Yeah, I guess this should be the one. Okay, so you can get how we fill this one. So just take a considerable time, but don't spend much time in, like trying to figure it out. Just move it with the flow. Okay, so just because you got stuck in some time, that doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of time there. You can just break the things that you already know, and sometimes you can come back and check the missing ones. If you just mark whatever the missing ones, and don't spend a lot of time in this one, because all the uh, for the paper 2 also you have to spend some time. Okay, so the action php, once you click that file, it's gonna take everything to this guy. Okay, so php file start from here and ends here. So server name is localhost, username is root, password is empty, database name is environment. Okay, so this is creating a connection. It creates a connection. MySQLi, so this is an object oriented method. Okay, so that's a different story. So server name, username, password and database name, so it creates the uh, connection, but it's not running the connection, it's just creating the connection. Okay, good. So dollar name, it uses a dollar name, this section P. So it creates a variable and it uses the name which comes from that specific form. See this very carefully, boys. So this name is the variable that is you gave under the name. So this one, whatever you typed here, this section, it's gonna come and place it in this variable, because PHP has to deal with the variables, and you have to take the variable and put. So this is the method, $_post. Okay, gender is from gender, you can see that now. Use another color here. So gender, so it is the name that is given to gender here. You can see this section, whatever you selected will be sent under that name. Okay, likewise district, post, so this is actually getting the detail. Okay, so these are getting the details and place them in the variable. Okay, this is the end of section P. Section Q, okay, this creates an SQL statement which put in the name district, like all the sections, all the variables. These are attributes, SQL, right? These are attributes that you want to put. These are variables which contains the values. Okay, so this is just still creating, we haven't run it. Okay, so this is section Q, creating a SQL statement. Okay, so after this one, in this place only you are executing, you are executing, remember that. This is where you are running actually. Okay, so if dollar connection, it taps this connection, and using this connection it taps this query that you have created. Okay, so using this connection, if you connect the query is true, if everything is okay, so data is inserted successfully. If it is not, you have to say the error, and you have to give the your SQL, and you're gonna say what is the error. So it will display the type of error, then you have to close the connection. Yes, write down the purpose of it's a simple question, by the way. Simple in the sense, like it's okay. Last time, yeah, like you have to shuffle it out, you have to put in things in order, you have to fill in the blanks. Now you have to comment. Okay, section Q, what the section Q does. Okay, so as you already know now, the section Q is responsible for what? So you can say insert, sorry, insert data into PHP variables which are received from the form. Okay, PHP variables, you can say $name, $gender. So those are the PHP variable. From the form we received as name, gender, so on and so forth. You can write like that. And the section Q is you are creating an SQL query. Okay, creating an SQL query using the variables and targeted table. Yeah, that's good over there. Okay, uh, this is a basic question from chapter number 1 here. That's simple high level data life cycle. So like whenever you like started learning ICT, sorry, this is the other way around. Okay, so life cycle of data. So this in the first chapters, this is going to be there. First section is creation of data, then you manage the data, and you remove the data which is not appropriate. I mean, some data will be troubling your decision making, we call as obsolete data. So first one is creation of data. They are asking the steps. So second step is management of data. It's not aligning properly. Third one is removal of data, of obsolete data. You have to say that because not all the data are going to be removed. obsolete data. Okay, so modern artificial intelligence relies on large amount of data which are often managed by cloud-based storage solution. What is the cloud computing service model used here? Uh, okay, so the artificial relies on large amount of data which are often managed in cloud-based storage solution. So they are giving us the storage solution. Okay, storage is one of the basic requirements of a computer system. We can call that as an infrastructural requirement. Okay, so storage, processing power, memory, network, those comes under infrastructure, which means basic facilities. We usually call as infrastructure, like in our area, the current, electricity, the road, the telephone line, the basic stuff. Okay, the building. Here the infrastructure. Okay, as a service. Remember to write as a in simple. So it comes as capital I, simple double A, and capital S. So that is the cloud computing service that we are using here. Okay. Quantum computers, although seen as a promising type of computing machines for future, are still expensive its own, and it's still not complete, by the way. Only recently, like couple of days back, Google announced like its chip, like, and it's going to be go for the public, I guess. Uh, like only that's still on the experiment. Still, we have a lot of problems in quantum computing. They are good in some kind of computing but not general computing. Okay, some kind of calculation it is good at. And I think recently only they published, like the industrial version of a quantum chip. I don't know what details on that, but yet it's not yet complete. Okay, so operate and maintain those. This is like 2000, maybe 2025, or not 2025, maybe 2030 question, if it is available for the public to use. I don't know, maybe 2028 this question might be appropriate. Okay, suggest a technical approach to make the computing power of the quantum computer accessible to public users as per their need. Okay, at an affordable price. We have something called pay as you go. Okay, this is one of the models, like this is main the model on cloud computing. Okay, so as per their needs and affordable price. Sometimes you may not need, like quantum computing for, like do all the work. It's like expensive to own, but you can lend them out using a cloud computing service. Okay, so they are asking suggest a technical approach. Okay, so you can make this cloud based. So we can make this to be accessed via a cloud service on infrastructure as a service. So the computer is there, so that's an infrastructure. You can go there. So can I change the color of the, yeah, this is good. Okay, the next question. Okay, so here also they have given a list of words and you have to put into the correct box. For the box of each of the following statements, select a suitable replacement from the given list and write the number of selected replacement in the box. So you have a list of things. So you have B2B, business to business, citizen to business, government to citizen, a payment gateway. So this is an e-commerce thing. These are common questions, like e-commerce has been there for, like for some couple of years. Go for this question, like you might come across this e-commerce stuff. Okay, virtual storefront and online auction, online marketplace, reverse auction, so on and so forth. Remember to learn a little bit about reverse auction. That's a common thing on e-commerce which came after e-commerce actually. Okay, so it has like like reverse auction and group purchasing. Like it was a kind of new concept. Okay. Okay, so others are there, but like concept wise those are new. Okay, a web-based platform that provides a single point of access to a range of information from different sources. So you have information, okay, from different sources. You can see the weather here, you can see the news here, and you can just get all these updates in one web page. Okay, single point, and that's a web portal. Okay, web portals available, so you can go to yahoo.com and see it has lot of details. Okay, single point, different sources. Okay, so they were used to say from Yahoo to Google just had one single line, they just need to search. Okay, so that's a different story. Yahoo had the search feature as well, but overloaded with lot of different things there. Okay, so when one requests to renew his her vehicle renew license to pay online through the official website, so this person is dealing with vehicle revenue license, sorry, so which is deal with government. Okay, so it should be government to citizen service. So one, that's a normal citizen, so it's government to citizen service there. So I'll just change the pen color so it's going to be clear that I have written that one. Okay, the ABC e-commerce company does not allow buyers to explore computer products from other sellers within the website. Okay, so it does not allow others. Does not allow buyers to explore competitors' product from other sellers within its website. Okay, within its website means it is like others are not there in their website. If everyone is there, it is a marketplace. Okay, it is a marketplace, e-marketplace. If the only person is there is the same company without anyone, that is a storefront or virtual storefront. So whatever he has like things that he has listed there, so it's going to be a virtual storefront. I'll go for number 6. C6 actually. In this one, buyers bid for the prices which they are willing to buy, even the product or service. So here buyers are bidding, that is reverse auction. Sorry, here buyers are bidding, so that is should be online auction. Reverse auction is sellers are bidding. Okay, so reverse auction, the sellers are bidding. This is a normal thing. Buyers are bidding is normal thing. Sellers are bidding, actually they underbid. Okay, they underbid to come to a common requirement, or they can give different options to the user. And online website online shopping website suitable to be connected to an online shopping website is suitable to be connected to web portal, online auction, online marketplace. Yeah, payment gateway. Yeah, it's payment gateway. Okay, so it should be connected to payment gateway, so you can pay online, or you can have the option to cash on delivery. Remember that one. So this is one of the most common thing in Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan people does not pay upfront when they come and reach, so it builds trust. And also you have a lot of problems with that, the sellers has to go one step ahead to collect that money. mm, yeah, those are the options that is available. Okay, your friend thinks the digital divide is a tool for arithmetic division. Briefly explain to your friend what is digital divide. Okay, so digital divide has many we can explain it different ways, but simply I cannot type. Okay, so it's simply put it simply, that is the division between the people who has access to ICT and those who does not have access to ICT. Okay, so that's a gap. Okay, or you can say that is unequal access to technology. So I can, this is the like four word explanation I can give, so I can explain this further. E-waste is becoming a major environment problem in Sri Lanka. Is it so? Maybe from outside, like Sri Lankan does not, I don't know, like mobile phones. Yeah, Sri Lankan has more mobile phones. Okay, make a research and check. Than its people, I guess. Like, we have more mobile phones, of course it's going to be a waste at some point. Yeah, maybe. Suggest a step to take, reduce the environmental impact of e-waste. What you can do to reduce e-waste? Okay, so when it comes to e-waste or waste itself, we have 3R: uh, reduce, reuse, and recycle. These are the three things that you can uh, think about it. Okay, so you can use this to suggest answers for this one. Okay, so you can say reduce, you can reduce the usage. Okay, so reduce the screen time, and try to use a book most probably. Okay, reduce the screen time, reduce scrolling. That is how I explain that. Okay, and you can reuse the mobile device. If you are buying a mobile phone, you can give your mobile phone to someone else to be reused rather than putting into the drawer. Or you can reuse the item, you can replace any parts, and you can sell it as refurbished. And recycle, you can use the electronic waste to create some other product. You can explain one of that. This is a small question over there. Okay, so we are coming to the question number 3 here. So this is a flowchart. Okay, write down the most suitable replacement for labels A to G in the following flowchart, which is drawn to calculate and display the sum of the first 10 even numbers. Okay, so it's gonna take the first 10 even numbers. Okay, so it makes the sum as 0, it makes count as 0, then it's gonna see if the count is even. If the count is not even, we don't have to add it. So in this case, is the count is even, A should be no, or we can say false. Okay, or no. So others, of course, if it is false, this guy is going to be true, which means yes. So once it is an even number, you have to add that count to the sum. So sum is equal to sum plus count. So this is how it works in computing. So actually this is not gonna work in mathematics. Sum is not sum plus count, except the count is 0. So this is the sum, new sum is equal to old sum plus count. That is how we add in computing. So old sum is 0, 0 plus whatever you get it. First is 0 0, then again sum is 0, then 0 1, the sum becomes, the new sum becomes 1, then the old sum is on the next iteration, that is 1 plus 2, it goes on. Then it is increasing the count, and you have to go up to 10. You have to go up to 10. So they are asking first 10 even numbers, and there's a catch. So they are not asking within 10. So it's not 0 to 10. They are asking first 10 even numbers. if they have said between 0 to 10, we can just guess like it's gonna say 0 plus 2 plus 4 plus going like that. But here they are asking first 10 even numbers. Okay, so you have to start counting. So this is the first even number, maybe we'll see. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so if we take 0 here, it's taking 0 now, so we have to calculate, take 0 also as even, then it goes up to 18. So count, we can go up to 18. Okay, so here, because we have to repeat the cycle one by one up to count is equal to 18. So we can say is count is less than or equal to 18. Then we put, sorry, for E we have to put that, for D we have to put yes. We can do the other way around as well. We can say is greater than and this is no, but I'm going for this one. Is count is less than or equal to 18. If it is yes, it goes like this, but instead you can make this one as count plus 2. It will reduce the time of addition. You can do the same in way more efficient way. This is not an efficient algorithm, by the way. Okay, so of course if it is no or false, and I think it's going to be display, right? Yeah, it's display the sum. Okay, so you can say display the sum. Okay, so this is going to be the answer for question number 3 part A. Yes, lovely. Python. What's the output of following Python code? Whenever you see a function, just go and box it. Okay, so it's not gonna work until it is called. It is called, not called. I mean it is. Okay, so they call this function. They put 30 here. So instead of n, it's going to be 30. Then my number is an empty list is created for I in the range 4 comma n plus 1. So it's going to be starting with 4 and it's going to be ending, in this case it's going to be end with 29. So no stepping value, 4 5 6 7 goes up to 29. If I divide by 2 is equal to 0, this is how do you find even numbers. Okay, so if this divide by 2 remainder, so this is modulus division. So it is 4, like 4 divided by 2, and this is 2 remainder 0. It's going to be checking this remainder. If that remainder is 0, my number append. Come on guys, you have to go for proper proofreading. These are examiners I'm talking. So this is indentation is completely wrong. This code will not behave properly. I need to fix this code. Because that should be indented. Okay,